anime screamers. Welcome to my top 10 list. I am ready for this. For this, I got a top 10 list that you're going to scream. For this, I'm going to do the top 10. The top 10. The top 10. My title is called All Hallows Eve. The top 10 horror movies to watch on Halloween. To get in the Halloween spirit. These are 10 films to watch on All Hallows Eve. On Halloween. I do my Halloween list early so I can do my 31 days of villainy. You know what? My 31 days of villainy starts on October. Guys, the 31 days of villainy is where I go off the wheel and do villains from anime, TV shows, and movies. And do the top 10 worst things they do. But I will actually do today the top 10 worst actions of Dr. Draken on the 1st of October. That will be my plan. Now, let's get into the list. But at the beginning of the video, you will actually see my previous videos. Go watch them. They don't have interesting thumbnails in my other videos. I put them up so you can actually see them and watch them. Please go watch them. They are interesting and they need a lot of love. Now, let's get into them. Now, the top 10 movies to watch on Halloween. All the veil is breaking. The veil is thin on All Hallows Eve. The veil is thin on All Hallows Eve. Let's begin with number 10. Murder Party 2007. Murder Party is a Halloween flick that is so gruesome. It's a dark funny with Chris, a young man played by Chris Sharp, looking for something to do on the night that he invited to a Christmas party in Brooklyn. Unfortunately, the party turned to be to be run by art students who intend to make a new masterpiece by killing Chris. To make matters more confusing, these would-be killers are not good at their job and soon control as the bodies keep piling up. Not the brightest guy themselves. Chris has to evade death and get out if in compliments and ego of everyone around him don't get him first. Honestly, he went to a party, but these art students tried to kill him. Honestly, what this is actually somehow a good horror movie. Basically, this horror movie, he is trapped. The would-be killers are not good at their job because they're incompetent, and he tried to evade death. Tried to evade death and get out because their egos and incompetence are everyone's, and they are very incompetent egomaniacs. Number 9, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Not the best Halloween of the... Honestly, this is not a canon series of the Halloween franchise. It deprived from the Michael Myers storyline, but it showcased a mysterious doctor that actually makes a mask involving the Silver Shamrock Company. But the evil plot is combining witchcraft of agents with technology that is creepy. And while Michael Myers could exist on a holiday, the Silver Shamrock could only do that on Halloween. Honestly, the mask turns anybody that wears them into snakes and spiders. And you also get robot kills in the movies. And honestly, there's robots. There's robots. There's robots. And the mask turned the kids into snakes and of the 80s, it combined witchcraft with technology, and it's more underrated of the Halloween franchise. Because Season of the Witch is underrated And you gotta understand that this is a good series, but it deprived from the Michael storyline, but it's more underrated. Number 8, Night of the Demon. Angela Franklin, played by Amelia Kende, and her best friend Susan, played by Lena Kowalski, are throwing a Halloween party that is going to be one of a hell of a time with 8 guests that made occupy a funeral home to play a few games. But they, one of their games, accidentally summoned a demon that possessed Susan and then Angela as they more guests get possessed who survive to see the sunrise, and it's still carnage across it between Carrie and Evil Dead, and with Angela quickly establish herself as a cult favorite. Honestly, it's a cross between Carrie and Evil Dead, and honestly, I get that, but Night of the Demons is by far a classic. More guests get possessed, and nobody can. It's silly, and the carnage fueled, and it's actually very fueled. The demon summon a demon, and one of the games summon a demon. But honestly, this is established. Honestly, this is a good number. Okay, I did number 7, number 6. Scary stories that tell in the dark. Produced by the horror visionary Guillermo del Toro, that select for the horror newbies that children scary stories by Alvis Words. For children, teenagers in 1968 discover a book of stories in an abandoned house as the truth uncover who wrote the book and themselves find out the gruesome end. It's up with Stella, played by Zoe McCoy, and Ramon, played by Michelle Gaza, to solve the mystery. And before they're put in the story, it features a practical and digital effects gruesome and is creation to a delightful old-fashioned scary movie. Honestly, this is a good horror movie. It features a one of the bullies that turned into a scarecrow, the Bojangle Man, and feature all the scary stories you tell in the dark. The Bojangle Man, the Scarecrow, all the books come to life. House of a Thousand Corpses. Honestly, Rob Zombie also created a thousand films and do, but the Firefly Clan is actually by far his amazing quirk. It tells the story of a four college kids that travel cross country to visit a roadside attractions that local legend. Then on Halloween they find themselves company of a deeply disturbed family engaged in their own macabre tradition, and fair the viewer feel like they are walking into a living carnival spook house that door and neon lights that is make for an uncouplable gore and all fun experience. The Five Five Clan is good, and one of the actors, Captain Spaulding, late actor, is a good actor that should be rest in peace. He played a good character. 31 2016. Another Rob Zombie about a gang of clowns that is on a prowl kidnapping a contestant for a little game that task evade capture from these clowns for 12 hours. The penalty, a little bit of torture and death, and the this year of group carnival employees is the contestant shall meet the ghastly and one girl named Carly, played by Sherry Moon Zombie, might want to make it out alive if the new recruit Doomhead, played by Richard Blake, doesn't get her first. Honestly, this is a gang of clowns try to kidnap them and torture and death. Charlie Sherry Moon Zombie a is Rob Zombie's daughter, and she did a interesting role in this. And number 4, Ghost Watch. Ghost Watch is BBC's infamous gem that is it pretend to be a live broadcast on Halloween night with real news reporters such as Michael Peston, investigated a house in Greater London that claims and be a haunted that mysterious that a spirit only pipes and was never broadcast again and only grow in legend. Honestly, this is a scary thought that this infamous gem was never broadcast again because it's so scary. It feel like it's real, and honestly, when it feels real enough to make it feel real, it is the WNUF Halloween special. This found footage film is compared to Ghostwatch, but a lighter tone. That is the format that only the impact the more disturbed that the general ideal that view is watching a tape only copy of of a fast forward make a fake commercials from a local TV show. Reporter Frank Stewart, played by Paul Franca, and a team enter a Emeryville like house that investigate and possibly perform an exorcism. Things that don't go as planned. While this film keeps the light tone and fun, nostalgic throw, and things start to go off the rails with atmosphere, sister, and until a sci-fi conclusion comes, even if it leaves more questions than answers. Honestly, this is more a lighter tone than Ghostwatch, and I love how found footage films like the first found footage film horror movies always try to outdo themselves with every found footage film try to outdo themselves with every found footage film. It means that they're trying to outdo themselves. Number two, Terrifier. Terrifier is everybody like Captain Spaulding or Pennywise. Clowns aren't scary, but art is a cult icon. Played by David Howard Thornton. While he appeared not in several short films and anthology, but the film allowed him to take the spotlight. Terrifier is a simple night of him being silent. A Halloween full of torture, mayhem, and death. In contrast, the plot ends on a somewhat recluse loop that tracks and still the absolute over the top kills and generally creeps atmosphere more than make up for it. Honestly, Pennywise, Art the Clown is not only can spread fear, he also can spread dread for anybody watching. That's why the creator of Terrifier 2 put an advisory warning for anybody that watching Terrifier 2 to watch it with a and number one, the one that can do it, the most gory film of all Hallows Eve, Trick or Treat, 2009. This anthology film is a treat of all. Sam, played by Quinn Lord, is a he is an enforcer for the night. That anybody that doesn't enforce the spirit of Halloween will get enforced with the spirit of Halloween. Whoever disobey or the rules or spoil the tradition is the reminder of his rules. Honestly, this is amazing. Trick or Treat is one of my favorite horror movies. This of the holiday. Not only this, Trick or Treat is anthology that started first. Halloween is got werewolves, vampires, kids, and everything. And that's it, guys. That's my top 10 list. What do you think? Write your name. And okay. Supper. Now, a time for the Wheel of Misfortune. The Wheel of Misfortune is, if you guys have seen it or you're planning to see it, is this. I go to the website, the picker.com, and spin the Wheel of Misfortune. And it chooses the wheel. Choose what I get to do next time for my. And get to choose what I get to do. It could be Hereditary or Midsummer. Or get to choose a new movie I get to watch. Or a new anime. But I already got an anime. And if I land on new anime review, I just spin it again. And